Hi everyone, it's Heather from True North Spirit Medicine. How are you going today? Today I'm going to be doing the monthly energy reading for March. March 2024. Had to think about it then. This year's gone quickly. I'm probably going to say that every month, the whole year, but you all know it. Time's speeding up and you can feel it. Okay, so I just want to quickly talk about, I don't want this video to be too long. So my goal is to, go quickly, I suppose. Just wanted to mention briefly the massive shift in energy that's been happening lately that everybody's been feeling. I made a little post about it on Facebook and Instagram a couple of days ago, inspired by a conversation with a friend of mine, inspired by a sort of a drop-in I got in a meditation the afternoon before, actually. And I was telling her about it and I was like, actually, this needs to be a for everyone thing. And the for everyone message was a mantra. If you choose, if you want to use it to help you out at the moment, it's a good one. And the mantra is, I harmonize with the new energy. Yeah, I harmonize with the new energy. I can drop it into this video so you can see it if you're not on Facebook or Instagram. Yeah, so the tips for sort of managing your energies through these shifts are things like grounding, so touching a pot plant, or getting out in nature, or going for a walk, or bare feet or bare hands on the earth if you can, looking at nature pictures, asking for the energy of Gaia to rise up to meet you if you can't actually get out into nature herself. So if you kind of think about that in terms of the electrical energy, so everything's frequency and vibration, and we are electromagnetic beings. So when there's new energy coming in, we often see it as solar flares or coronal mass ejections from the sun, but that's not the only way they come in. It's just a really clear indicator for us. They're telling me now, it's a really clear indicator for us that there is incoming energies and upgrades coming. Okay, it's not the only time they happen though. But if you just think about those, the solar flares, which make the beautiful aurora lights, so it's electromagnetic energy and we're electromagnetic beings, and you think how electricity works, it needs to ground. Okay, so we need to ground, we need to be on the ground, on the earth, asking the earth energy to meet us if we can't meet it or her. Drinking extra water, getting extra rest. So you might be tired, you might be wired, you might be lethargic, you might be energized, you might be creative, you might be blank, and weird dreams, really weird dreams. But don't worry, okay? It's normal for these new wacky times that we're in. It's nothing to worry about, okay? Welcome it in as much as you can. Pam Gregory has that lovely mantra, I welcome in an expanded consciousness of love, which I quite love, and then I adapted to the I am, so I am an expanded consciousness of love. And I was actually saying that the other day, realizing that I was out of kilter, or off kilter or whatever. And that's when it dropped in, I harmonize with the new energy, and that's the conversation with my friend and then the post on Facebook. So yeah, remember to ask to be attuned to the highest and best frequency available to you now. That's another really good tip, because the radio dial shifted again, if you hadn't noticed. Okay, so I was asking this morning, because I wanted this to be shorter, and I was asking whether I mix it up. So I'm in a different venue, which is nice. I was asking whether I just do the channel and no cards, or whether I just do cards and no channel. And I wasn't sure, but I knew I wanted to mix it up somehow. And so I pulled 3 decks of cards out of my cupboard. And then I pulled 2 out, and then this third one caught my eye. And so I asked my question, should I use the cards today? And I got ant spirit, and the message is time to collaborate. So that answered that question, right? So this isn't for us, this is for me. It's obviously also for you now because I'm showing you. It's from the Colette Baron-Reid Spirit Animal Oracle deck. And I thought it was a bit cute. Ant spirit, time to collaborate. So it's got a picture of ants. Yeah, it's got ants on it, the card, but it also has jigsaw puzzle pieces, which of course I thought was particularly cute because I have a jigsaw puzzle piece tattoo, which is my personal reminder so it's my reminder for me to step up and add my piece to the universe. That's part of the meaning of this tattoo for myself. So when I saw this ant puzzle piece, time to collaborate, I was like, that's a bit cute. So anyway, I just thought I'd show you that quickly. Right, I'm just going to put that on the floor because I've only got a little table. Oh, the disadvantage of filming in this space, even though I feel more open and comfortable and relaxed filming in this space, as opposed to that echoey blank one. But the disadvantage is that it's a noisier environment. So you'll see more little edits, and that's mostly because there's passing noise. Anyway, okay, so I've got 2 cards from 2 different decks. So I'm going to be using the Mushroom Spirit Oracle by Nicola McIntosh, which is the main card really, and then just 2 cards, apart from that extra one, which is for myself. Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron-Reid. That's the second cards from there. Sorry, the shadow's a bit wonky. Okay, right, we will do a quick channel. I say quick, I have no control over how long it's going to be or what's going to come through. But, you know, my intention is for this to be a shorter video. I don't know why. Anyway, yeah. So I'll do a channel and then I'll read the 2 cards for you. Okay. Oh, I had a haircut, so it's out of the microphone. Well, that's not the reason I got my haircut, but it's an added bonus. Okay. Greetings, dear ones, and thank you again for sitting with us today. We enjoy your company as much as you enjoy ours. It is a joy and a pleasure to meet with you in this way, once a month through Heather or those shorter videos that she chops up and produces, and also more frequently in your own meditations and our insights through your own guidance, my friends. For that is how it works, does it not? You pay attention to those little instincts and those big voices that you might hear in your own mind, in your own heart, that lead you to something beautiful, miraculous, inspired, inspiring, joyous, happy, and beautiful. So when you listen to those voices, which are the whispers of us, of your higher self, of your guides, our team of invisible helpers, as Heather likes to call us, to make us easier to digest for your ears. But you hear us in your hearts, my friends. You hear us in your hearts. We are the ones for you. We are the ones that whisper to you to take your umbrella, even when it doesn't look like rain yet. We are the ones that give you our foreshadowing of things to come, even though they may be years in the making. We are the ones that hold your hand when the light feels a little dimmer than perhaps it should. We are the ones that skip along the pathway beside you as you joyously gallop towards your dreams. It is us. It is always us. And we are very glad to be of service to you. So to connect with us, you must be peaceful, my friends, and listen. You cannot expect to run around in circles, metaphorically, with your fingers in your ears, metaphorically, and hear the divine guidance whispered into your ears. You must make time, my friends, to sit still. Literally sit still. And find moments of peace and calm in your lives, my friends. Oh, I'm too busy, you might say. Oh, no, you're not, we say in return. For even the busiest of us must sit on the toilet or have a shower. Maybe you pull up a block from your house, in your commute home, turn off the stereo, wind down the window, and sit in your car just for a moment before you arrive home after a busy day at work or wherever, gathering your thoughts, gathering your peace, listening to us. Each one of you can find a moment of peace or two in your day. We are sure of this. It is an important month, this month upcoming, to gather your thoughts, my friends, to gather your feelings, to get ready your arrows of desire to see where you really want to let fly, which bullseye you want to aim for. For these special times, these magnetically charged times with this beautiful planetary alignments happening behind us and with us and for us, are the perfect time to ready your arrow and shoot for the goals that you want. Peace on earth and abundant income. Enough time for your friends and family and loved ones. Enough time to try a new recipe. Enough energy to start a new hobby. Enough love to give. Enough ability to receive. All of these things and more are within your grasp. All of these things and more are possible, my friends. Indeed, they are waiting for you. And we will lovingly hand them to you on a platter when you feel that you are worthy, which is a vibrational match. That's all worthiness is you vibrationally matching with what it is that you desire. Fill that gap with anticipation and excitement instead of, that's never going to happen. Because of course the universe is an obedient servant and will give you exactly what you want. If you want to continue to have the feeling of, that's never going to happen, then that is what you will receive, my friends. If you work on retuning your alignment to level up and level up and level up and open your heart to more compassion and joy and love and worthiness, my friends, then you will be able to receive more and more and more of these beautiful, fecund, fertile, fabulous gifts that we have in store for you. Love, peace, connection, joy. These are the gifts we foreshadow for you. These are the gifts that we anticipate for you. And we hope you join us in this joyful anticipation of things to come, this gratitude for things that are on their way. Oh, I am so grateful for this peaceful, loving, abundant life that I have, that I am, that is here. Always in the present, my friends. That is the key. Quantum time does not work like normal time, as you might say. Just in the same way that every Australian calls black tea normal tea. Normal tea. You go to a different country and they're like, what is normal tea? It's just black tea. But for us in Australia, if you ask for black tea, you will get tea with no milk. But if you ask for normal tea, you will get black tea. So we ask for your alignment with our anticipation and our joy for our present reality of the future time to come, my friends. It is a little confusing, is it not? But it feels good. It feels great to sit in that gratitude for the enjoyment of the things to come, so to speak, in this beautiful circular toroidal dance with time. We hold your hands every step of the way, my friends. We love you, and we will speak to you again through the cards in just a moment. And so it is. Oh, they're quite funny. It's funny, like I've said a bazillion times before, I never know quite what we're going to talk about. But I did feel kind of like, I don't know, bubbly excitement before I started, which is kind of nice. Makes a bit more sense now. Okay. Nice. Oh yeah, just on the bubbles. So when I used to write the newsletters, the mail outs, the blog posts more regularly, they would often flag for me like a colour or an image, particularly colour, which the colours are just frequencies of a frequency or frequencies of light, aren't they? For the kind of big upgrades, and there was one in between, and I was instructed not to tell you. I was going to say make a big deal about it, but it was like you had to do that yourselves or something. A very Platonic kind of way of teaching, I suppose. Anyway, but this most recent one, the one that sort of came the day before I got the I harmonize with the new energy mantra, it's like a rainbow bubble of light. So if you want to ask to be attuned to the highest and best frequency available to you now, whatever words feel comfortable for you along those lines, and see what you get, see the feelings that you get. What I got was the sort of feeling that I usually get with those kind of upgrades. And this time the image was a beautiful kind of rainbow. You know when you've got like, you're blowing bubbles? No. When you're like blowing bubbles and you get that really beautiful kind of rainbow shimmery, I want to say opalescent, but I don't know if that's the right word. That kind of look around a bubble, an actual bubble, in the sunlight. And that's what I saw around me and therefore us. That's why that meme that I made yesterday or the day before or whatever it was, that I harmonize with the new energy, is on a rainbow bubbly background, right? Yeah. Anyway, they just threw in about the bubbles as an invitation to you if you want to join in and upgrade. I highly recommend it. I feel a lot better since. I'm not as sleep deprived. My dreams have settled down. Yeah, it's good. It's worth it. Yeah, worth it. Okay, to the card. There's two, but the main one, which is quite funny, it's Enoki. So this is the card from the Mushroom Spirit Oracle deck by Nicola, or I think it's Nicola McIntosh. And it's Enoki. So mushroom, obviously, it's a mushroom deck. And the word underneath it is align. And I think it's funny because I shuffled and drew the cards just before I turned the camera on, asking for the best messages for the people watching this video in accordance to highest good for all. I was giggling, because I drew the cards before I turned the camera on. And they mentioned the word align or alignment or something in the channel a couple of times. So I was kind of chuckling because I knew this card was here. So it says align. And it's interesting, like as soon as I drew it, and don't always get messages that drop in like straight away when I draw the cards. I just kind of know that they're the right cards for us or whatever. But this one I did, and they pointed out like literally straight away, and it was a message for us to pay attention to the fact that these mushrooms, they're in alignment with each other, but they're not the same as each other. Okay, there's curves and there's bends and there's different heights, and they're the same kind of mushroom, obviously, but within that they're different. They're saying it's like if you look at a forest of trees, even if it's a forest like a copse, that's a bunch of the same types of trees naturally growing together, each one of those trees is different, right? Even though if they're the same type of tree, right? So they're saying that even though we are asking you to be aligned with us, with source energy, with love, with divine spirit, higher self, whatever name, great flying spaghetti monster, doesn't matter what you call it. Even though we're asking you to be aligned with us, aligned with your higher self, the bigger part of you, we're not asking you to be all the same. Okay. Yeah, we're not asking you to be all the same at all. Okay. That's really important. Okay. It's not like they're showing me like soldiers all lined up, and nothing against people that feel they want to serve their country, but they're all ballerinas in a ballet. That's the international symbol for ballet, apparently. But that kind of very, I want to say, automated, synchronized movement. I used to work in theatre, and they the name for that is pedestrian movement. Like when you create a dance scene or a movement scene or whatever, and the movement's the same amongst a group of people. Like ducks flying in a row or whatever. It's called pedestrian movement. Anyway, that's not what they're asking for. They're not asking for that that degree of alignment where you're all like, right, I must, wear the right hat, or I must, do the same job, or I must. That's not it. It's a much more personal alignment. They're saying this is the way medicine is traveling, or headed, I should say. This is the way medicine is heading. That's an interesting segue. So instead of that kind of big pharmaceutical system that we have now, where it's like one pill supposed to suit everybody, it's more like what I'm getting is more like a homeopathic approach. It doesn't have to be homeopathic medicine, but for example, a homeopathic approach is very tailored to the individual patient. So this medicine is for you at this time in your life, at this stage in your life, for this particular thing that you want to heal or balance. Okay, it's not like this drug or this pill or this solution is the same for everybody, because we're not the same. We're like these mushrooms. We're similar, we're all human beings, but we're not the same. That's interesting. What an interesting little segue to drop in. Yeah. I think that's it. But tune in. Upgrade. That's the main point. Okay. The second card, and at first I wasn't 100% sure if this was another one just for me, but I don't feel that it is. But I also don't know what it is they're going to say about it. And it's funny, I've gone from going, I don't know if I want to use any cards this month, to using 3 different decks, which I think is quite funny. So this one is Wisdom of the Oracle by Baron-Reid. And it says a leg up. And it's got a picture of a polar bear. Sorry, I was just like, did I describe the other cards? I think I did. Because I know that some of you use these videos in the same way that I listen to people, as I'm not necessarily watching. I might be weeding in the garden or driving in the car or something while I'm listening to, other people's videos or whatever. So I try to, or people who have lower vision capabilities, I try to describe the cards as well. So if you're not watching or you can't see the screen very well, you can still know what's going on. And I just went, I think I forgot to do it, but no, I remembered for the other ones. Okay, a leg up. So it's got a polar bear, 2 polar bears. To me, it looks like a mother and cub. So the mother polar bear, I was going to say facing the camera, looking at the card, and a baby polar bear sort of climbing up on her back. It's a bit cute. And it's got bunting. I'm pretty sure this is the deck that has bunting. Oh no, it doesn't have bunting in all the cards. It has a lot of bunting in it though, which is one of the reasons I like this deck. A leg up. And it's obviously polar bears. It's like an Arctic scene. It kind of almost looks like, what are they called? Auroras, It's got little stars throughout the card as well. And I was just laughing because I did just turn the aircon on and blast it because I was sweating. I couldn't tell whether it was a hot flush or whether it's a heat wave, because we're in the middle of a heat wave here in southeast Queensland, and it's been quite gross. Thank God for air conditioning is all I can say. And then I had to laugh because I literally just blasted the aircon for like 5 minutes to cool the room down as well. And I've got a card that's got like polar bears and ice and snow and stuff in it, which is literally the opposite to the climate that I'm in at the moment. But I know that some of you are in the Northern Hemisphere, so you've got this, extreme cold. Okay, a leg up. We hold your hand, we hold your hand, we hold your hand, we hold your hand, we hold your hands, my friends. We are always holding your hands. Even if you can't feel us sometimes, we are holding your hands. Even when you think you are alone in an empty room, we are holding your hands. We have said this many times, my friends. Even if you put yourself in the cupboard under a doona with the lights off and think that you are desperately alone, you are not, my friends. There is an entourage with you. Wherever you walk, for every breath that you take, until you pass over onto our side of the veil, onto our side of consciousness. And then you'll see us for real life, as they say, cheering you on, showering you with these beautiful, shiny stars, my friends. We are in anticipation of that day, my friends. Not in a morbid way, of course, but in a looking forward to the reunion way. Lastly, we would like to remind you of the importance of asking for assistance when needed, my friends. For we are here to give you a leg up, to hold your hand every step of the way. But there are times, my dear friends, when you must ask. You must ask your fellow humans for help. Our dear friend Amanda Palmer has a wonderful TED Talk called The Art of Asking. And we highly recommend to you, my friends, and we will instruct Heather to place this video link in the description box below of this important skill that Amanda Palmer talks about. To ask others for assistance is a great skill. And now is a great time to practice, my friends. As we point out in Heather's mind, the ant card that she started with, that she thought was just for her, but in fact it actually is for all of us. It is a grand time to collaborate, my friends. And if you have ever seen a documentary about ants, or if you've ever watched them for real life, my friends, you'll see that they are always, always, always together. And Heather has Heather has seen those documentaries where the ants join together and create a bridge. They don't build a bridge, they create a bridge with their bodies between one object in the forest and another, a leaf to a tree, for example. And then they clamber over each other. They clamber over themselves to get to the other side, my friends. So this ant-like, this polar bear-like, this baby bear, millions of ants together collaboration is a really important skill to embrace this month, my friends. Ask to join a group. Ask others to join your group. Open your hearts to a wider, a broader community, my friends. For it is that wider, broader community that will assist you in opening your heart and receiving more love and kindness and receiving more friendship and inspiration than you could ever do on your own. What is that saying? The whole is greater than the sum of its parts. And that is the same for us, my friends. That is the same for us. For we are greater as a whole human being than the sum of our parts, our dear friends, our loved ones, our family, our chosen family, our family of frequency, our colleagues, our collaborators, our conspirators, our creative community, all joined together to make up you, the whole you, and including us in that picture. We are a piece of that puzzle as well, my friends. A larger and larger piece, if you have not noticed, my friends. Your instinct and your intuition is getting louder and louder, is it not, my friends? Do not let this scare you. If you are indeed finishing other people's sentences in your heads before they have finished speaking, or if you are indeed attaining visions of a future reality for your loved ones before they have acknowledged it for themselves. If you are a reader and a healer and your results are becoming extraordinary, my friends, do not be afraid of this, for this is the thinning of the veil that we have spoken about for decades. This is the increase in frequency that we have been guiding you through for years. So your frequency, your vibration is beginning to match and match and match and match ours. That is the veil that we speak of. It is a metaphor for a difference in vibration of consciousness. That is all it is, my friends. That is all it is. That is why when loved ones pass, we say they are not far. And it is the truth. They are in the next room is a popular poem to read at funerals and memorial services. But it is more than that, my friends. They are with us in this room. They are just vibrating at a slightly different, a slightly higher frequency than you are. For all humans are dense, if you have not noticed. That is our favourite joke, my friends. Dense in the loveliest of ways, like a dense cake, maybe. We jest. And we love you. Humour passes straight across the veil, as does love and compassion, my friends. And music. Heather is reminded of an interaction she had with an older gentleman in the car park yesterday. And he said to her, "It's no fun getting old, you know." And she said to him, "But you can't eat chocolate when you're dead." And he laughed and he said, "That's true. That's very true." And she could tell that it had changed his perspective even for a moment. "Enjoy it while you can," she said. "Enjoy it while you can." And he metaphorically tipped his hat at her as she drove out of the car park. Yes. Indeed, my friends, that is a great basis for gratitude. Enjoy it while you can. While you're here dancing on this beautiful green-blue planet. Embrace it, enjoy it, love it as much as you can. And when you cannot, we will be there to hold your hands when you ask us for assistance. We love you dearly. We thank you for all of the work that you are doing, all of the goals you are achieving, all of the love that you are sharing. We feel it. The whole universe feels it, and we are proud of you. We are very, very proud of you, my friends. Take good care. Take as much rest and hydration as you need, and we will speak to you again very soon. And so it is. They're a bit cute today, aren't they? They're funny. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. There's some construction across the road, and they're just starting to be a bit noisier. So it's a good time to finish. Okay. Yes. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Share it if you think others will benefit. Like and subscribe if you liked it and you fancy subscribing. I'm contemplating stopping doing the short video edit things. Just save time. I might keep going, not really sure yet. But I'm cracking on with this online course that I'm writing. I'm about to start filming it. So that's going to take up a bit more time. So I might not do the shorter videos this month. I'll see how I go. But yeah, that online course should be ready. My aim is to finish it by the end of March. Yeah, March. Can't believe it's March. Yeah, so it'll be live, ready for purchase if you fancy, or preview if you just want to have a look. By early April, I'm guessing. It's got to go through a submission process. I don't know how long that's going to take because it's the first time I've used this hosting platform. Yeah, but that's exciting. Yes, so anyway, I love you too, and I will speak to you again soon. Take care. Much love. Bye.